back to the All-Star Tournament Expert Division Weekend Round, hole number 3. Here we'll be setting up for a thorn shot. We're using a luminary type ball, P5, side spin 2 plus wind 3. The adjustment for the drive is P3 plus 20% max. We're using 6 top spin, 2 right spin. We're going to play 1 ball right curl and full overpower. Minor greats have been safe with this one. You know, to get across that gap and go around that corner, you're always going to kind of bring that the rough into play on the right, on the left, and the trees into play on the right. We know with bad greats. Also with, you know, wonky pull angles. So make sure that you're pulling this one straight. You know, if anything, I would say favor a 59 flicker. But try to pull it as straight as possible. It is important that you pull this one straight. If you pull this with too much 1201, you're definitely going to clip the rough on the left. If you pull it with too much 59, you're most likely going to hit the tree on the right. On top of getting different rollouts and, you know, starting positions for your approach. So 6 top, 2 right. Make sure you're pulling it straight-ish. We're setting up at the top of the plus 20. With the green ring touching the fairway at the top of the plus 20. That's all level APOX 5 plus. This shot is not APOC 4 friendly, but 5, 6, and 7 can all play this shot. Or 5 through 8. Full overpower and then left curl so that right curl so that the left side of the ball is touching the outside of the shot circle like you see there. There's a couple of different rollouts you can get. Well, not a couple. I mean, some of them are shorter, some of them are longer. It depends on wind strength, wind angle, and bounce, right? So what I'll tell you for our approach shot, you need to note your drive yards just so that you can add the correct amount of top spin to your approach shot. Otherwise, you'll have to sit there and try and count squares from the hole to get the correct top spin. I've already worked all that out for drive yardage to top spin values for your thorn shot. So pay attention to your drive yard. Also, if you hit great left, perfect, or great right, that's going to have a small effect on your approach shot as well. For the approach shot, we're playing it P5 numbers plus 5% at slider. All right, and there's 2 checks that you're going to need here depending on how far your drive rolls out. So the first check for the longer rollout is going to be the bottom of the white ring touching the green fringe line. And so when I do my checks here, I'm always putting the center of my white ring on the line, you know, in line with the hole, right? So always put the center of your white ring there. It's either going to be the bottom of the white ring like you see here, or the top of the white ring coming from the bottom like this. Will be in the same place, always in the same place, but it'll either be the top of the white ring or the bottom of the white ring depending on the drive yards. All right, so for the bottom of the white ring, green fringe check, plus 11 is 56, 10 is 54, 9 is 53, 8 51, 7 is 50, 6 is 49, 5 is 48, 4 is 46%, plus 3 is 45, 2 is 44, 1 is 43, and plus 0 is 41% slider. If you're doing a top of the white ring, check. 11 is 78. 10 is 76. 9 is 75. 8 73. 7 is 72. Plus 6 is 70%. Plus 5 is 69. 4 is 67. 3 is 66. Plus 2 is 65. 1 is 63. And 0 is 62% slider. And that ought to pretty much take care of whichever rollout you happen to get. Typically, it's been the shorter rollouts have been between 400 and 405, and the longer rollouts have been between 410 and 415 for the most part. So once you got your check, that gives you your slider values. The other thing that you need to note is top spin per drive yards, because the longer drive needs more topspin and the shorter drives need less topspin. So if you hit perfect or great right on your drive, you're always going to use one left spin. If you hit great left on the drive, then you're always going to use 1.5 left spin. All right. If your drive is between 415 and 419, then you need to use 3.8 topspin. If your drive is between 410 and 414, you'll use 3.6 topspin. If your drive is 405 to 409, you'll need to use 3.2 topspin. And if your drive is 398 to 404, then you'll need to use 2.7 topspin. Once you get your spins added, you're going to have the red ring touching the rough on the bottom, and then the ball guide aimed at the center of the cup. All right. That's kind of what you want it to look like. That ball guide just kind of comes around and goes straight down towards the hole. Well short of the hole. And it's for that reason that I'm using drive yards to top spin values, because otherwise, if you use the set amount of top spin and your ball guide is too long, you're most likely going to miss it. And if your ball guide is too short, you'll probably come up short and in line. So worked out all the details for you on this one. A very, very good chance at dropping the albatross here. Practice it a couple of times. Make sure you're getting the same results that we are. The only other thing that I am doing on that approach shot is I'm changing my flicker on my pull angle to coincide with the wind angle. So if I have more headwind where I'm pointing more towards the rock on the right, then I'm flickering with 59. And then if I have the more tailwind angle where I'm kind of pointing out to the left, more out in the ocean, then I will use a 01 flicker. The good thing is we are set up in a vertical sticky spot, so the up down is pretty good. So you don't need to worry about wind angles and pull angles so much. Just make sure that your top spin values are good. Make sure that if you hit that great left, you're using an additional half a bar of left spin, and you should be good to go. P5 plus 5 at slider on the approach, P3 plus 20 on the drive. Good luck, everyone. Hope you get the drop, and we'll catch you on the next one.